Hey guys, what's up? It's Selena. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about first dates and what they mean or what can happen. So, a lot of the times the main question is, well, Selena, who's gonna pay on this first date? Well, you know what? To be honest with you, anybody can really pay. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that the guy pays, the girl pays. If it's a girl and girl date, then which girl's gonna pay? Both can pay. Two guys, both can pay. I mean, really, it's basically just a coin toss away. You could flip heads, you could flip tails, or you could not flip at all and be, you know what? I'll get the tab this time, and you get the next one. A lot of the times what people have stuck in their head is that one person's always paying, and that's not the case. I mean, we are over here saying that, why am I always paying? That's not fair. That's why I don't want to go on a date. And it's like, well, if you put yourself out there, maybe you can get a good first date, and maybe the other person will pay for you if they're not that selfish. But at the same time, it's not really selfishness, so I shouldn't really be saying that. A lot of the times, it's just mostly confusion. So next time you're on a first date, why don't you pick up the tab? Why don't you be spontaneous? Why don't you make a change, you know? So pick up the tab. What can it hurt? Another thing about first dates is the awkwardness. I mean, especially if you haven't met the person, it's really awkward for you to go on a first date with somebody and not know who they are, how they are, what they're like. So when things like this happen and you don't know how the person is, or maybe this person is very nice through text messaging or through phone calls or online video chat, I mean, there could be so many cases. If for some reason this person takes you on a first date and you decide like, hey, I really like this person, so I'm gonna give him a chance, you know, I'm gonna see what they're like. So you give this person a chance, right? Observe. A lot of you people out there don't really observe what's happening on a first date, but that's the main key about a first date. You have to observe what the person can and cannot eat, if they have any allergies maybe. You have to observe how they treat others around you. I mean, especially the waitresses. For example, if a waitress gets your order wrong, you guys do know that it's not the waitress's fault that the order is wrong. She might have written it down right, or it's the cook's fault that it's made wrong. Maybe the cook couldn't understand the handwriting, that's why he should have asked. The kindest thing to do is politely tell your waitress, ma'am, I do apologize, or sir, I'm sorry, but this is not the correct order. Would you be able to make me a new one? Or would you be able to fix it? If for some reason this person reacts in a horrible way towards the waitress, then that's not really somebody that you want to really be around. That's not really somebody that you want to have around you. Negativity is never a good thing. A lot of the times, if you observe and you watch and you listen to what they say, what they do, how they act, you'll know exactly the type of person they are. So say, for example, they're really nice to you through text message and everything, and then all of a sudden, they're super rude to the waitress or the waiter. That should tell you something. That should tell you that this person is fake as hell, and you need to get the hell up out of there as quick as possible, because that is not somebody that you want to associate yourself with. People should be nice all the time. Not just when they want somebody to like them, not just when they want somebody to care about them or to see a good side of them. No. I mean, you should also show your bad side as well as your good side. But when you're on a first date, make sure that you guys are being very observant, because you never know what can happen. Another thing you want to do is you want to know what type of a situation this other person is in. You want to know if they have any kids, even though that should be discussed way in advance. You want to know if they have a job. Are they living off of mommy and daddy? First dates can be pretty pricey. Mommy and daddy are not going to pay for all of that. You need to make sure that the other person that you're with has a decent job, can manage themselves and take care of themselves without having to depend on anybody else. Because if you're a very independent person and this person is dependent on somebody else, it's more than likely they're either gold diggers, slackers, slobs, Slouches, I mean, there could be so many words, and we're not going to really go into detail that much on that. But keep that in mind. Always observe and always know their situation. You never know what can happen. You never know who they are or what they're hiding. So keep those key points in mind. I mean, those would probably be like two of my main ones right there. Another thing is, if you're a freaking 25-year-old and you're going after young people like 16, 17-year-olds, that's not mature enough. If you're going on a first date with somebody and you want to be committed, you need to make sure that this person has a good career, has a decent job, can take care of themselves without even having to worry about like not being able to make rent, you know? If you're a very successful person, then the person that you should be dating should be very successful as well. And even if they're under successful, but they know what they want and they're striving for it and going for it, then that's also a good person to be with. A lot of the times you get these people that want to bum themselves off of somebody that's rich, which are mostly gold diggers. They want somebody that's going to pamper them, that's going to spoil them and give them money and all this stuff. But come on, guys, think about it. Really? Do you really want to have somebody living off of you like a leech? No. You want to be with somebody that can take care of you as well as you can take care of them. Make sure that you don't date anybody that's immature mentally or physically, you know? Make sure they have their life together if you have your life together. A lot of things can change on a first date. A lot of things can go wrong, can go good. Just make sure that you keep an open mind, you know? A lot of things can happen on a first date, good and bad. So if you have any horrible or any crazy first date stories, I mean, I would love to hear them. Go ahead and put them in the comments below. Alright guys, that's all I have for you guys today on first dates. So if you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you also subscribe to my channel so that you can stay posted on when my new videos come up. They'll be every Mondays, so make sure you stay tuned for Mondays, something to look forward to. I'll also go ahead and put a link to my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Twitter so that you guys can go ahead and make sure to subscribe and follow me. That way you can keep up with me. See if you can. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. Adios!